Welcome, I'm Mindy Reaves, and today I'm just going to talk to you a little bit about how you can use the cycle of the moon to manifest things you might want to bring into your life, as well as release some habits, some things that you're ready to let go of in your life. So, as you probably know, the moon cycle starts with a new moon where it's dark in the sky, and for 2 weeks it waxes and grows larger to the full moon. Then we have another 2 weeks from full moon where we waning back down to the dark moon, new moon. So as a general idea, in the new moon phase, we're starting from the beginning of the cycle, so we have a clean slate. So that's a great time for you to think about things that you'd like to draw in, to amplify in your life, to really focus your intention and your awareness on what is it that would bring you closer to your life goals. And it could be something that is smaller, so something that you could manifest completely within this one cycle, or maybe it's a part of a larger idea or project in your life where it could take the course of 6 months to a year or even more to manifest. So at new moon, we're really focusing on building energy. So what I like to do is just a simple journal entry where I write the date, I write what moon phase we're in, and I write the sentence, I am inviting into my life, and I make a list. So I just make a list of habits I'd like to start to implement, and I try to get pretty specific. So getting specific is going to hone your focus so that you can really be intentional about what you're putting out there in the universe for what you are building up. So for the 2 weeks following new moon, we're just focusing our meditations, focusing our practices, our self-care on the idea of whatever it is that we're building. So for example, I might be focusing on self-love. So if I were to focus on self-love, all my practices would be with the intention of giving this energy to myself. And in every day that I'm waking up, from new moon to full moon, I'm waking up with the intention of, I love myself, I am good, I am beautiful, I am loved. So just taking the time in the morning when you wake up, at night when you go to bed, repeating these things to yourself. And then when we make it to full moon, this is the culmination of all the work that we've done since the new moon. So whatever that seed is that we planted, this is coming to fruition. So it's all the growth that you are going to have in this particular moon cycle around these intentions. So we celebrate the progress that we made. We look back on the last 2 weeks and just see how far we've come. And it may not be that you feel like you've made it very far, but just acknowledging the effort you put forth and celebrating that. So at this point in full moon, celebration and release. So we're releasing these intentions we were striving for. We're letting go of the reaching around that, and we're also thinking about things that we would like to let go of. For example, if I noticed a certain thought that continued to come into my conscious awareness throughout the 2 weeks where I was trying to build up self-love, and maybe that thought was something like, you're never going to be good enough. You could take that specific thought, write it in your journal as, this is what I am releasing from now until the new moon. I write this thought down and I'm thinking about letting that go. And there's some rituals that you can do to actually symbolically release these things. I like to take a small piece of paper, write down the thought or the habit that maybe is holding me back or I feel like is not influencing me in a positive way, I create a fire bowl, which I will include a link how to make your own ritual fire bowl and do it safely. And I burn the piece of paper, watch it burn, release it to the earth. So this can be a very powerful symbol to your subconscious mind that you are actively choosing to let go of this thing that is holding you back from the self-love or whatever you're attempting to manifest in your life, to bring more into your life. So from full moon for 2 weeks down to new moon, we're focusing on just letting go, releasing whatever we were building up in the course towards full moon has been realized, and we're just letting all the lessons and the juiciness soak into our core. And then as we arrive back at new moon, we've completed the whole cycle for this lunar cycle, and we get to do it all over again. So the first step of that as we come into new moon is just rest, relaxation, quietude, introspection. And then through this softness, this care, we can listen for our new intentions for the next cycle. So this is a beautiful thing. If you're tracking this in your journal, you can look back over the last several cycles. You can see how far you've come, and maybe your new intentions are very similar to the ones in your past cycles, or maybe they've changed a little bit with what you've learned over the time that you've been building up and letting go. So very interesting way to track your progress and your healing work that you're doing. And it's not always about making progress. It's sometimes about just holding that space for yourself, and journaling in general is a beautiful tool. It helps you know that you can trust yourself. So you're going to be there for yourself, and you're committed to being aware of what's going on inside of you and around you, and how you are influenced by your world and how you influence your world. So comment, let me know if maybe you already have a practice that's similar to this, or maybe you try this for a cycle or two, and let me know how it goes. And also let me know if there are any ideas that you have that could be additions to this practice. I'd love to hear them. So thank you, and many blessings to you.